Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Let's make something crafty. Y'all stay tuned. So I recently posted a video of a washi tape box that holds 3 washi tapes, and I also included in the description link a video back to my very first ever YouTube video. Boy, was it rough to look at that. I do feel like I've come a long way since that one, but that was my very first one, and it was a loaded envelope that I did as part of a swap that I was in, and it was a 3-compartment loaded envelope. And some of you have watched it and have asked questions about how I made that particular envelope. So I'm going to show you how to make the envelope, not how to stuff it, simply how to make that envelope, because this particular style of envelope can be used for so many different things. It is perfect for Happy Mail packaging or sending out cards and other little knickknacks. So I am going to show you exactly how to make it. And here is one that I've made as the example, and I'm going to stand it up so that you can see. So we've got the large pocket here, the smaller pocket here, and then a pocket in the front. So that gives us 3 different compartments to be able to put items in. And the purpose of a loaded envelope, I didn't know this either when I started searching on YouTube to find out what I needed to put in the loaded envelope for the loaded envelope swap that I had signed up for, is you make an envelope. It doesn't have to look like this. It just has to be with compartments so that you can fill it with all types of goodies and all types of wonderful things that the person you're swapping with can then take and use. So again, I will link the loaded envelope video in the description box that I did for my very first ever swap, which was also my very first ever YouTube upload. And you will be able to see exactly what a loaded envelope is. It doesn't have to look like mine, but it just has a lot of different things in it and how we pack it and put all types of goodies, some made, some bought in it. So take a look at that video if you're planning on doing a loaded envelope swap. It may give you some ideas. And on some of the envelopes you'll find a pocket on the back. On the back of this one I have not added a pocket because I simply wanted to show you how to make this using the 3-compartment method. So let's get started on making it. Alright, so this is going to be a very, very quick project to make. So we need a piece of paper that measures 12 by 12, and we are going to score this at 1/2 inch. I've already pre-scored, so we'll score at 1/2 inch and then at 6 1/8. Then we're going to rotate it, and we will score this at 5/8 of an inch, and then we'll rotate it twice to the opposite end of that 5/8 inch, and we'll score it again at 5/8 of an inch. And those are all the scores that we have to make. So now we are going to fold and burnish our scores, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. So the side where we made the 2 5/8 of an inch mark, we are going to fold those backwards. Okay, and then we're going to take the center fold and we will fold it this way. And then we'll take this little 1/2 inch fold over here. This is our glue flap, and we're going to fold that in. And then what we'll do is we will take the 2 flaps that we folded back this way, and we are going to glue them down. So we have this 5/8 inch flap here, and we're going to place our glue, and we'll get this glued down. And I'll come back with my bone folder. I'm going to get this nice and stuck. Make sure that glue gets spread out. And then I will turn this and just glue this up and get this stuck down. You know, guys, sometimes even I make mistakes, and I left out a step. So this is fine. We're not in any trouble with this. I'm going to bring my scoreboard back in because there's one more score that we need to make. And that way we can get our pocket. We need to make a score at 3. And now I'll come back and I'll fold this and get it stuck. And I'm going to just fold it back and forth because I want it to be just a little bit loose. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to put it together. So I'm going to take my glue and we're going to get this glued very nicely so that everything stays stuck. And then I'm going to hold this down while I bring this over and get this stuck down just like this. And then I'm going to pick it up just to make sure that it's matching and it's sticking. So I'll come back with my bone folder and I'm going to do this on both sides so that everything is nice and stuck. Okay, so once you've gotten it glued, this is what it's going to look like. It looks just like a big old tube, just like that. And so we're going to take this piece and fold it up, and it's going to want to kind of bubble on you, and just come back with your bone folder and just straighten it out the way that you want it to be. And now we get to make our extra pocket. So I'm going to set this to the side for just a minute, and I'm going to bring my scoreboard back in because I have 2 pieces that measure 2 by 2.5, and on the 2-inch side I am going to score at every 1/2 inch. And I'll do the same thing to this one. I have 2 pieces that measure 2 by 2.5, and on the 2-inch side we will score every 1/2 inch. And then we're going to fold and burnish our scores, and this is going to look the way that it would look if we were making a rosette. Alright, so when we put these down, we are going to want to put it down so that the V part of this is facing out. We want this part to be facing in. So I'll take my glue and I am going to place my glue here and here. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in here just like this. And then I'll just work that down a little bit. And while I have that like that, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So I'm going to put this one down as well. And I put that one down the wrong way, so I'm going to turn it. And bring it down just like that. And get this stuck down. So then I'll bring my top up just like this, come in on the side, and we're going to get that stuck down. So I'll just stick it down just like this, and then I'll come back on this side and go in at the bottom there. Then I'll flip it and go in here just to make sure that stays stuck down. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So what we did was we took our accordion fold and we just placed it on the side. And we put it in just like that, and that gives us that extra pocket. So now that we have it like this, we can come back and decorate this if we want, or we can just leave it plain. But I think I'm going to do just a very light decoration on it. Okay, so now we're going to do some very light decorating to this. And what I did was I took some ribbon and just cut it in half, and then I notched out just to give me that V look. So I am going to take this and lay it down just like this, and I'll come back with my reptile glue and I'm going to place some right there because I want to get that on top first. And then I'll slide it down, and I'm going to place some glue right there, and we'll get this stuck. And then I have this beautiful little witch that I am going to stick right there. So I'm going to stick her down with just a quick dab of hot glue. put her on my envelope, and we are going to call it a day with this one, just on the construction of it. So you can see how easy it was to make this little envelope. Not hard at all, very quick, great for packaging of any type, but especially great for loaded envelopes or loaded bags, because this could be a bag as well. It's shaped just like a bag. So if you're doing a loaded bag or a loaded envelope swap, these are perfect. So I'll bring in the other one and you can see just how cute they are. They're Halloween themed, but they are so, so stinking cute. So I hope that you guys have found this helpful, and I hope that you have liked this project. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.